This is WSHO-TV. Hey, it's not our fault you're watching us. Jeez. Hello, and welcome to the Morning AM, a redundant morning news and talk show program. Coming up this hour, an in-depth tour of a glue factory, a discussion of political views and why yours are wrong. I mean you specifically, Mr. John Luke Dover from Chugwater, Wyoming. And a look at a special production coming soon from Shows Productions. Guess which one we'll get to see on this audio production? I have no idea what you're talking about, Hendrock. But first, a quick look at the news with Mel Smith. Mel? Everything is crap. You don't believe me? You can look out the window. Not that brief, Mel. Less editorializing, more substance. Fine. Congress gets in a major tiff over recarpeting the congressional building. 44 taken to hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. Russia issues a dictum claiming to have invented carpeting in the first place. Bald people wearing bad toupees take offense. Like Stad. Sales of dome polish go through the roof. Finally, no new leads on the missing horses at the stable next to the glue factory. And now, a look at the weather with meteorologist Stephen West.
It looks good here, bad here, really good here. If you live over there, take shelter. Tornadoes will be there soon. Back to you, Daryl.
Thanks, guys. I think. Well, Shows Productions has announced a major release coming soon. After the successful release of A Show's Christmas 2022, the company, which popularized talk show tapes in hundredths of a second, has readied a new mainline production entitled The Show's TV Spectacular. Joining us this morning are executive producer Benjamin Plumber and head producer Stan Smith. Gentlemen, welcome.
Well, thanks for having us, Dial.
So, what was the inspiration for this project? How did it come about?
Well, we wanted to do this for 20 years or so. We just didn't have the motivation.
We're lazy slugs is what he's trying to say.
Well, in any case, we had to sit down and write all the skits, do some legal work, book recording time, etc., and so on.
You know, we finally did all that, and I think the results speak for themselves.
Well, can you tell us about the presentation of the project?
Well, the physical copy is on 3 CDs in a sturdy protective case that comes with extensive liner notes. I knew you were going to do that. Well, no, but seriously, it's actually a look at today's programming on a fictitious TV network. We start off at a morning talk show, kind of like this one, actually. Then we go off into soap operas, highbrow TV, lowbrow TV, midbrow TV, I guess, and then game shows, which is a different form of lowbrow TV, but I digress.
Oh, he digresses a lot. Stoddy, he even has a kiddie show in there somewhere. We have news programs, a country variety show, primetime TV.
You know, sitcoms, drama, sci-fi, that sort of thing.
And then we wrap it up with a late-night talk show and some PSA announcements.
It was a lot of fun to record. Or should I say is. Recording this out of sequence has me so confused.
Oh, like that's hard, Stoney. You're confused by tic-tac-toe. Well, let's kind of...
Hey! Well, I hate to say it, but we're out of time, so I'll have to wrap this up. I really hate to. I'm intrigued by this project, and I can't wait to listen to it.
Well, if we ever finish recording it, that is. I mean, it's been 20 years just to get this far.
Well, Daryl, all I can say is write faster next time.
Well, it's our pleasure. And quit breaking the fourth wall, guys.
Sorry, sir.
We'll be back after this word from our sponsors. See you in a hundredth of a second.
Sisk Medallion.
Oh, good grief. I apologize, ladies and gentlemen. That sponsor's break should never, ever have lasted 3.5 hours. Back to the morning AM, already in progress.
Great advice and 7 lives at the beach there. Thank you, doctor. I'll never look at a prune the same way ever again. Now, we've actually managed an interview with the elusive star of the show's audio projects, Mr. Daryl Plummer Jr., who is definitely not a part of the morning AM. Our own Robert Duzet caught up with him recently at a coffee house and filed this interview.
What's your name?
My name's Daryl. What's yours?
Okay, when were you born?
I don't think that's any of your business, you twerp.
Where?
You, right there. You're the twerp.
Where?
Oh, you mean where I was born? Oh, Fort Smith, Arkansas.
Where? A hospital?
Yes, in a hospital.
Are you sure it was a hospital? Was it a hospital or a home? Was it a hospital or an old shack?
Oh, great. It's going to be one of those interviews. Can't I have a cup of coffee in peace?
No, N-O.
Stand!
Who's had the most influence in your life?
That's a very, very good question. You actually redeemed yourself on that one. I'd have to say,
How old were you when you graduated from How old were you when you graduated from kindergarten?
kindergarten? 82, right after I had my hip replacement surgery.
Seriously, spill the beans.
This can of beans right here, you want me to spill it? Okay, you got a can opener, twerp?
Uh-oh. Okay, never mind. How old were you when you graduated from kindergarten?
Not letting go of that question, I see. I was 5, you doomcough.
How old were you when you Have you ever gone to preschool?
No, N-O.
Okay, well, what happened in first grade that made you changed your life forever?
I got married and started a family. How drunk are you?
Hey guys, you want some root beer? Tastes just like root beer.
Not now, Hendrock.
What's been the most devastating event in your life?
I'd say this interview's right at the top of the list.
Last time I had you said you had 2 broken toes. Is this correct?
Absolutely not. Where did you get this information?
Wait, don't tell the most dramatic event of your life then.
Excuse me?
Never mind, okay. What was the worst year of your life?
This one, because it was when this interview took place.
Okay, well, let's see here. What is your ultimate goal?
Could you say that again? Enunciate.
Ultimate goal.
To finally finish up this interview and never have to speak to you again.
Seriously. The last guy I heard you said you had the best thing you ever heard.
You know, I haven't done an interview in 25 years, Sandrock, and now I remember why.
Who was the last guy who interviewed you?
Regis Philbin. Now that guy could ask questions, unlike you.
It's gonna take a while.
It's fine by me, I'm getting out of here.
Oh, figures. It could be secretary. We seem to have a bad connection. I wonder, who interviewed you before that?
Carol Channing. And may I tell you, she was a phenomenal interviewer and the best Dolly Gallagher Levi who ever lived.
Oh, yippee, dated references. Exactly why we're so popular along the youth.
But Hendrock, I just thought of something. How can you be here and at the studio at the same time?
You ever heard of something called tape delay? Tastes just like tape delay.
Whatever.
What do you want to be someday? It ought to be interesting.
Finished with this interview, you twerp.
Okay, thank you. That's all we have.
Well, thank you, Robert. Nice to know that Daryl's still a complete smart aleck.
I am not.
You are too. Speaking of which, that's all the time we have for the Morning AM this morning. I'm Hendrock Plumber. Have a great day.
Shows Productions in Loose Mosquitoville, Vermont, where the favorite pastime is a lot of scratching. Population 605.
And now, here are some samples of programming on other channels. First, a cooking show, Carol's Kitchen.
So, now our celery broth is boiling, so we'll set it off the burner. Cover it and let it simmer. Now, we'll get out our processed cheese product. If you don't have processed cheese product, feel free to use some of that spray cheese that comes in a can. Layer the processed cheese product in the saltine cracker crust. If extra flavor is desired, feel free to leave the plastic wrap on the cheese. And now, let's talk about the proper procedure for filleting our endangered baby rhino. First, we cut the...
Okay, that's more than enough of that. And you see what that shows on WSHO TV. On a cable sports network, it's a rather spirited debate. Let's peek in.
The truth of the matter is that Borg was juiced. He always juices before every competition. It's not even a poorly kept secret. He juices in front of the judges.
For the last time, Lyle, Using a fruit juicer is not prohibited by the Commission of International Competitive Dominoes. Besides, fruit juice is healthy and good for you. Ha.
Even if that's true, which I doubt, what about the way he slams his dominoes down on the table? He's obviously trying to intimidate the other domino athletes.
Borg's nickname is the Intimidator. It's his thing, just like Stinky Pete not taking a bath since 1969.
Stinky Pete was born in 1986.
My point stands. Besides, Stinky Pete used loaded dominoes.
That's it, you dipstick. Put him up!
Oh, you want a piece of me?
No, I want the whole thing.
Bring it, geezer. Oh! Every time. On channel 316 is Father Money's Bible hour. I said Mooney, but it says money.
As it says in the book of Numbers, and the priest shall set the woman before the Lord, and uncover the woman's head, and put the offering of a memorial in her hands, which is the jealousy offering, and the priest shall have in his hand the bitter water that causeth the curse. Ain't it a shame, flock? Shame! Ain't it a shame? As you all know, money is the root of all jealousy. We as servants of the highmost must discard all jealousy from ourselves. So I will have my wife kneel before me, as she usually does, and I will take off her gaudy, jewel-encrusted $25,000 hat that you all paid for with your generous offerings. And flock, y'all shall bring forth whatever jealousy money is in your wallet and your purse and your socks and otherwhere, and you will give it to me, and I will put it in my wife's hands so that she may remember to give it to me later, and that so that you may remember how money, that bitter water, made you jealous. And I will use your jealousy's money to spread the work to the poor, impoverished people of Monte Carlo in my new $7.8 million private jet. Praise the Lord!
That is a great example, actually, of twisting scripture to suit one's own purposes. Now, back to WSHO TV's morning, programming.